Hi guys, welcome to another one of our videos. And my name is Susanna, and today we are going to have a look at something new that we haven't done yet. So we are going to have a look at some idioms together, and today it's with the topic of animals. So we will have a look at 8 animal idioms together, and I hope I will make it easier for you to understand all of them. So let's get started. So the first one that we have here today is hold your horses. So what does it mean if somebody tells you, hey, hold your horses? Does it actually mean that you have to hold your horses? But what if you don't have any? Of course it doesn't. It just means that if you're asked to hold your horses, you are just asked to take a step back, wait for a moment, and think about your decision a little bit maybe more carefully, a little bit longer. So let's say that if you have to decide about something difficult, about something major, if you have to make a big decision and somebody tells you, hold your horses, it just means wait a moment, think about it again, think about it for a few more days, a few more hours, just like, take everything into consideration and then make your decision. All right, so that's about it. Now let's have a look at the other one, and that is let the sleeping dogs lie. So what if somebody tells you, hey, let the sleeping dogs lie? So maybe it will be easier if I tell you a situation. So let's say that you work in a company and maybe a few days ago there was a huge argument, and let's say that all of your other colleagues got involved and there was a lot of anger. Everybody, let's say, was shouting at each other. But a few days passed and basically the situation now is okay. Everybody has forgotten about it. But then one day you are like, hey, but do you remember what Tim said about Susie? Do you remember how the argument started? Then your colleague can tell you, hey, don't talk about it again, let the sleeping dogs lie. We have sorted it out, we have basically moved forward, and we don't want to get into this argument again. So please don't talk about it anymore and let the sleeping dogs lie. Awesome, guys. Perfect. Let's have a look at the other one, and that is a little bird told me. So let's say that you have a friend and she comes to you and she asks you, hey, but who told you that, let's say, John was in love with me? And I can be just like, a little bird told me. So it just means that I don't want to tell you who told me this information, this piece of information. I know it from somebody, but I'm not going to tell you who told me that. All right? So I will just say a little bird told me. So it just means I don't want to tell you who the person who told me that piece of information was. All right? Good, guys. Perfect. So now let's have a look at the other one, and that is have butterflies in your stomach. So if you are a student, you can have butterflies in your stomach before an exam. If you are at work, you can have butterflies in your stomach. Let's say if you have to give a speech in front of a lot of people, or if you have to give a presentation, or if you have to speak to your boss about something very important. And basically, when you have butterflies in your stomach, it just means that you are really, really nervous. All right? So if you say, hey, I have butterflies in my stomach, it just means I'm nervous. Awesome, guys. Perfect. Now let's have a look at the other one, and that is you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So let's say that a friend of mine came to me and she started complaining about her husband, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so angry at my husband because every night he just watches TV, he doesn't want to go out with me, he doesn't want to go for a walk, and yeah, he just wants to sit there and do nothing as he has been doing for like a lot of many years. And then I can just say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It just means that's who he is. You can't change him anymore. Alright? So you just can't change what he's like. You can't change what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do. You can't change his habit. You just can't habits. You just can't teach an old dog new tricks. Awesome, guys. Perfect. Now let's have a look at the other one, and that is all bark and no bite. So you can say that somebody is all bark and no bite. So if somebody is all bark and no bite, it just means that maybe he threatens you, or this person maybe like shouts a lot, or threatens that he or she will do something, but then he or she doesn't do anything. So for example, if your boss is an all bark and no bite kind of a person, that maybe he is kind of strict, and maybe he tells you what to do, what not to do, and maybe he tells you that if you don't finish a task on time, he will fire you, or he will report it to like somebody else, but then basically he never does anything and you just know it. So basically this person just barks but doesn't bite. Okie dokie, perfect. And now if somebody is as busy as a bee, it just means that this person is really busy. So let's say that my brother has been working a lot recently, maybe 10 hours a day, so I can say, wow, he's as busy as a bee. He has a lot of things to do and he does them, so he's super busy. Cool, guys, perfect. And let's have a look at the last one, and that is it's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. So of course, if you say it's raining cats and dogs, it doesn't mean that it's literally raining cats and dogs. It just means that it's raining heavily. Alright, so if it's raining cats and dogs, then please take your umbrella with you, because it's going to rain, or it is raining really heavily. Okay guys, perfect. So these are the 8 idioms that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you learned some of them, and I hope that you will remember them. And so if you like this video, if you would like to see more of them in the future, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye!